Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelsey. Today I'm going to be reviewing the brand new KAYALI fragrance that just launched the other day. I know I'm a little bit late. I just went into my local Sephora here in Miami the other day and picked it up. I wanted to test it out for a couple of days so that I can give you guys my thoughts and let you know what I think about it and if I recommend it or not. And that fragrance is Yum Pistachio 33. So I decided to just get the travel size. The last KAYALI launch I did buy a full-size bottle and I kind of regretted that just because I didn't test it out more first. So I got the travel size. It's also all they had in stock. I looked online on Sephora and I think they're already like sold out of the full-size bottles or the travel size, one of the two, which I was really surprised, I guess. You know, these bottles fly off the shelves. KAYALI is super hyped, super popular. A lot of their releases kind of have like some backlash. Either people love them or they hate them. So I'm interested to see like other people's thoughts. I haven't watched really any reviews on it yet besides my friend Erica. Let's test this out. As I said, I've been wearing it for a couple of days just to kind of get some thoughts on it first. So here's the bottle. It's actually very pretty. The only thing is, I know before with the little mini sizes or travel sizes, they had like an actual little bottle that looks like the KAYALI bottle. It's really pretty, so I'm kind of sad that they didn't do that with this one. So I was surprised when I first tried this. I thought it was gonna be like super heavy, gourmand, like very rich and sweet. And it is sweet, definitely. But I feel like it's more airy and it's almost like bright and a little bit like citrusy. There is some bergamot in the top, so I think that's kind of giving it the freshness. So the notes that they list here on the box are pistachio gelato, hazelnut, sweet rum, whipped cream, marshmallow, and cotton candy. So these obviously aren't all the notes. I think they just put like the main notes you're gonna smell in the fragrance, but there's a lot more notes. I actually looked it up. I would say that I smell the pistachio gelato, of course. That's like the main accord of the fragrance, and it really does smell. I mean, I've had pistachio gelato. I don't know that I would say it smells exactly like the actual gelato, but it kind of smells like when you walk into the ice cream shop or the gelato shop, and it has that like sweet kind of like powdery ice cream vibe to it. It almost gives the vibe of like a whiff of a waffle cone from Imaginary Authors, if you guys have tried that one. That actually has an ice cream shop note. So I'm getting something like a little bit similar from the pistachio. I'm definitely picking up like the whipped cream, the marshmallow. It's kind of like a fluffy sweetness. So I was expecting like super gourmand, rich, decadent, but it's very airy and like fluffy. That's the best word I could use to describe this, is fluffy. So I'm gonna pull up the notes here because there's a lot and I want to kind of read some of them off. So pistachio's in the top, which I was kind of surprised by. I thought it would be like in the mid or the dry down even, but it's in the top. You have bergamot, rum, ice cream. Okay, so that's where we're getting the ice cream, powdery ice cream note. Hazelnut and cardamom. And you have lily of the valley, jasmine, pear, peony, raspberry, white peach, and geranium. And then in the base you have whipped cream, marshmallow, cotton candy, which are on the packaging, sandalwood, tonka bean, cedar, lucum, and cacao. Lucum looks like, oh, it's like, lucum, I'm looking at the photo here, I think it's like a Turkish delight, which honestly, now that I'm like reading that, I didn't realize that was a note. It really does smell like a Turkish delight. Like a pistachio Turkish delight. I don't know if you've ever had one, but they're sweet, but they're not like super sweet. They taste very natural, almost like an almondy kind of taste. I could definitely see this as more of like a pistachio Turkish delight. I think that's the best way to describe it. And there's a lot of floral notes in here, which I do smell. I wasn't expecting that. I didn't look up the notes before purchasing this, so I didn't realize like how floral this was gonna be, but it's quite floral, it's quite fresh, it's very airy. So if you are a gourmand lover, you would like this, but it's not super heavy, it's more light. Although the performance is actually pretty good. I kind of tested it out myself, went to work, and I could smell it like a couple hours in still. And it projects like in a little bubble around you, so it actually has like pretty good performance. I would say probably like 6 hours max. I know KAYALI kind of has some issues with some of their fragrances that the performance isn't great, at least that's the feedback on it. The ones that I have last pretty well. I have like the vanilla, the amber, and the pink pepper, but those are all like pretty strong scents. So yeah, I mean, it's not a super heavy fragrance. You're not gonna smell it all day, but you will smell it on yourself, and it's gonna last, I would say, like 5 to 6 hours, which is pretty decent. You could just like top off a couple of spritzes throughout the day, which is great that I have the travel size, so I can easily put this in my purse and kind of top it off if I need to. But yeah, I would recommend you test this out first, because you know the reviews are going to be kind of skewed, whether people are going to hype it up and love it or if they're going to trash it. I feel like there's not really like an in-between review for KAYALI fragrances, unfortunately. I would get a travel size if anything, if you can't get to a store and try it. The travel sizes are like $27, so it's really not a bad deal. I would recommend testing this out. Don't blind buy a full bottle of this. That's never a great idea, but especially with this one, because it's not super gourmand sweet, and if that's what you were expecting, there's a lot of floral notes in here. It's very airy, so I really would test it out first. I'm debating getting a full bottle. I think I need to test it out more, kind of wear it at night. I've just been wearing it during the day, and see if it performs differently before I decide to get a full bottle. So I'm gonna give it a little bit more time before I make that jump up to the bigger size. And those are my thoughts on the new KAYALI Yum Pistachio Gelato 33. I do like this fragrance. I don't love it yet. I might change my mind, but I do think it's a really pretty fragrance, and I think you should test it out. Let me know in the comments below if you've tried this. I want to hear some other opinions and some other thoughts on this fragrance. I would love to hear about it. Thank you so much for supporting me. I appreciate you being here with me today, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!